use your God power to get everything you ever wanted and live the life of your dreams. The Master's Course. Copyright 2010 by Richard Lee McKim Jr. All rights reserved. Let the quest for knowing begin.
This explanation is continued from the prior segment. For best results, watch the prior segment, number 25, first.
Now, what's another possible outcome from the situation? It could be that the bullets fall at his feet, like they did in the Matrix movie. The bullets come right up to him, right in front, and just fall to the ground. That would have been another possible outcome. In order for that outcome to have been elicited, he would have had to have been thinking that the bullets fall at my feet. And then he would have elicited that outcome from the situation, and they would have fell at his feet. But he didn't. How do we know? Because that was not the outcome that came out. What other possible outcomes could be? Well, there could be another possible outcome that would be less on the supernatural side. These are the kinds of outcomes. See, these people believed in a supernatural way that they were so powerful, that it was so impossible to harm them, that they delighted in bullets flattening against their chest. They delighted in standing in fire to demonstrate that it was impossible to harm them. They delighted in that. Now, what if you had another person who had the meaning that they couldn't be harmed, but they didn't believe in the supernatural, wild reality kind of things? They couldn't have a bullet flattened against their chest because they wouldn't believe in that one either. So for them, what they would do is, if they said, I can't be harmed, but they wouldn't be wanting to stand in the fire because they wouldn't believe it would happen that way. They wouldn't have bullets flattened against their skin because they wouldn't believe it would happen that way, but they still believed they couldn't be harmed. What kind of a result or outcome could be elicited from that situation based on that meaning? Very simple. The bullets could completely miss all the time. The people could think they're shooting right at them, but the bullet would curve. That could happen. That would keep them unharmed, and it would still be within their beliefs. The people who are shooting, their guns could jam. Guns could blow up. The bullets could be no good. There's a lot of different other outcomes that could have happened, which would have resulted in the same not being harmed outcome. But the outcome is always within the boundaries of your belief and your reality. For these people, for the commissars, they believed that they could not be harmed, and they delighted in people recognizing that and seeing that. They delighted in having hot coals in their hands and having their hands wrapped around them and demonstrating that they could not be harmed. They delighted in being shot. They delighted in showing that the bullets were flat against their chest and would not penetrate their skin. They were so delighted in showing off their ability that they would stand in a fire on purpose, build this huge fire and stand right in the middle of it and deliver a speech. And when the fire was down, they were completely unharmed. They loved that. So you see, for them, not being harmed could amount to a lot of different ways that they could have elicited that still would have also been amazing, which they loved. For somebody else not being harmed, they couldn't elicit that kind of stuff because they probably wouldn't believe to that extreme. But the bullets would miss, the guns would jam, the guns would blow up, the bullets would be no good, the people would decide to stop shooting, the people would run instead, somebody else would come up from behind you and scare them off. All kinds of other things could have happened to elicit the same outcome of not being harmed. There are people that can't be harmed, and what happens is nothing actually hits their skin. Things just happen. A car pulls out in front and keeps somebody from running into them. Somebody happens to push them out of the way at the last minute. There are a lot of ways that you can not be harmed without it having to be something amazing like bullets flattening against your skin. If you believe that things are always working out for you, then there are going to be things all around you that fall by the wayside that never even come into your notice, that might have otherwise happened. But because you have the energy and the meaning that things are always working out for you, they will always fall by the wayside and nothing will come to you. Nothing will happen to you. Does this meet our definition of reality? Remember that we said, let's call reality that which someone can experience. If someone can experience it, it's reality. We are really getting out there now. Bullets flat against the skin? Well, it's real. It happened, and it's reality. Don't try this at home. It's their reality, but not ours. For the naysayers, a lot can be said about mind control of the body. However, when you have an example like this one, and there are many others, where not only were these people's bodies and flesh unharmed, but their clothes as well, that can only be explained by a different reality. I don't care how much you claim that mind control is able to do, I would be hard-pressed to believe that a person's mind control over their body could protect their clothes from burning in a fire as well. That is a result of a personal reality force field, if you will. As every other time before, it is simply a matter of using your God power to assign different meanings to any and every aspect of your existence. From this point of view, the bullets were soft marshmallows which squashed as they hit their skin. But from the shooters and the bullets' point of view, they hit a solid surface stronger than they were able to penetrate. These are two completely different realities that existed simultaneously side by side. When humans started using their God power to change meanings and configure their own realities to ones that didn't have a realistic counterpart of representation, then we could see the man behind the curtain. We could see the system and the mechanism of reality. When people can see with their fingertips, there is no realistic representation for that. When people can stand in a fire without even their clothes burning, there is no realistic explanation or representation for that. It is just an absolute direct action from the energy body that can't be represented in physical form in a realistic physical reality sort of way like the other 99% of activities can.
Options. Now activating the next video play options. One moment please. Click on the green arrow to start watching the next video. Or, click on the red arrow to start watching the prior video. Or, click on the tan arrow to go to the main course menu and guide, with links to all course chapters, excerpts, and special reports. Up next, special video options. Click on your choice of course videos, menus, and excerpts. Now switching to the special video options menu and activating the video selection buttons. Click on your selection number to start watching the video. "15 seconds till we switch to the next page with the free download information. Pause the video now if you need more time to review the available selections." This is the end of this course video. Its video number is listed above. To watch the next video, simply click on the next video in number sequence. Thank you.